We are here at the trade deadline, 24, 30, and 10. The Seattle Kraken, not exactly having the best time ever. I do apologize for any equipment, machinery that you may hear in the background. It's, I guess, record this later in the day or maybe earlier in the day. I don't know. Either way, the landscapers are around, so you might hear some leaf blowers and lawnmowers in the background. I do apologize, but anyway, nothing much I can do about that. Let's check what we got here, asset-wise, to maybe give up. Lambert, Kovacs, Untouchable, Denisov, Wojtka, Brendel. Everyone up here at the top is literally untouchable. You can maybe get rid of Schwartz, but you almost want to kind of get him some stack growth. 49 points is doing okay, but he's never really had great value. I was kind of hoping like, maybe we can, have him have a good year and increase that value, but just not really looking good in that scenario here. And I don't know if trading right now would be super beneficial simply because of that value thing. And he is the guy playing with Lambert. Well, one of the guys playing with Lambert, I should say. So you make that move. We open up a kind of a big hole here. DiPietro isn't doing so hot, so his value's not going to be great. We don't really have a ton of pieces to sell here. What we're trying to do is, build guys up through trade value. We kind of Hinostroza, unfortunately, kind of messed up that whole plan with him, but he didn't really fit in a good location anywhere. Wow, how low is his trade? He's hating life here. But yeah, like you see, all of our top value are untouchables, which is, as a young team, as a team trying to build up, that's a good place to be in. But also, you do want to be able to move some guys. Now, Chalowski is he's on the, okay, no, we did extend him. And I do kind of like Chalowski, but here's the thing about Chalowski. Not going to be a long-term player. Not going to be, he's just not in our long-term plans regardless. So, maybe you move Chalowski. But what do you really feasibly get for him? A lot of teams are interested. Vancouver's interested in picking him up. As a buyer, unfortunately, they don't have a second. Is that first obtainable? Nearly. Hold on. Are they in a playoff spot? I know the Pacific's in a weird spot right now. Canucks are not. They're 10 points out of a playoff spot, so it's another lottery chance. Probably won't get it, but it's another lottery chance. And we do have a lot of defensemen. We do have quite a few defensemen. If you take a look at what we got here, just on roster, signed 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah. We have a lot of defensemen. Now, some of those guys have to be my fourth line in the AHL. But, with that value that Chalowski has, he's pretty damn good. I wonder what's cranking up his values. The fact that he signed? No. Or the extension. Maybe it's a really good extension. Maybe his contract now is why his value is higher. And the extension, who knows? But, I did extend Chalowski, but hell. That's a decent chunk of value. I wish Vancouver had a second. Because I would have loved to get our hands on that. This is going to be tough to get this pick. Yeah, we only have our own picks here. We only have our own picks. Now, they do want Chalowski, which makes it sort of interesting, but we have to obviously give up something else in this deal. Now, we could maybe afford to give up Medvedov here, but he's really on pace. That value could increase. I'd rather kind of hold on to the value, see if it increases. Hilariously, Wallstedt has terrible value. I kind of like that, just for the sole purpose of he's going to have to prove that he, is actually getting better. But we have a lot of solid goaltenders already. There's another one coming in this draft. Someone said keep an eye on him because he may actually turn out to be a franchise. So let's take a look at that because it was what in the first. I don't know. He might be a franchise. Where is he? Kaigorodov. Gem. X Factor. Definite possibility. Oh my god. 1 year ETA. Well, maybe 2 year ETA. But with those grades, I don't know. That's 1 or 2 year ETA. Holy crap. Yeah, see, this is why I want to pick up as many firsts as possible. This guy in there. I mean, yeah. I could throw that goalie in there and say we could probably get Kaigorodov. The thing is, if he's a franchise, it's not like we desperately need him over the other guy, right? I mean, it does give us a lot of value to trade with. We can pick and choose which one we want. And that does free up an option for... Also, we want to get this McIntosh guy and then possibly maybe trade up into the top 5 to get our hands on Lawrence. That would be best case scenario here. We can probably get McIntosh no matter what, especially if we acquire Vancouver's pick. And then this guy, that's going to be an interesting one. I mean, we get those 2 picks. I mean, yeah, there's your 2 picks. Vancouver's pick, our pick. We can 100% get both of those guys with our 2 picks. I mean, we'll be earlier, but we can go off the board for guys that are that good. That's no issue. The issue is trying to get up into that top 5, which I really, really want to try to pick up Lawrence here. I think that's the guy to get in this draft. It's going to be too hard to get Prince. We're going to get a sniper later. Lawrence is the guy we want to target. So that's definitely who we're after here. See, I mean, that guy could be a franchise. Even if he's not, it's a very, very close to NHL ready goaltender, which is going to be much, much better than what we have right now. So unfortunately, they don't really want Medvedov because, I mean, they got Thatcher Demko. And they have Brossois, but he's getting older as a backup. I mean, they could use the guys, you know, someone to back up Demko until he starts dropping off. I mean, he's still a few years away. It's not like he's coming up immediately. Thatcher Demko is going to be in his 30s by the time the guy's ready. It could make sense, especially if Demko wants too much of a contract. I still think it makes sense for them. Plus, they only have 3 goaltenders. Now, they don't have him on the block just the way... Or they don't have him as a need on their block with just the way everything works. But I think it could absolutely be a need for them. They do really want Cholowski here. So, I mean, theoretically, that goes through. That is a bit to give up. But again, we're getting a... guaranteed right now. The same potential, guaranteed, and a better ETA no matter what. Even if it's 2 year ETA, he ain't going to be below 65 overall. Now, Medvedov has grown amazingly, and as a 3rd round selection, it is hard to give that up. However, you're theoretically improving your chances. I am going to try to get extra stuff because it looks like we have ourselves in a good spot. Let's try to get a 2nd from next year as well. So not where I need to be in value, nor are they particularly interested. Mostly because of Medvedov. But all right, let's see what else we can maybe swing here. If we got any guys I'm more than willing to give up. A lot of bottom 6 guys. Shoden, I don't know. I can give up a bunch of these trash dudes. Jody Stewart, Finnerty, Vrana, I mean all of them really. Let's throw in a bunch of these. Just see what they say. If we're getting any closer. I don't think so. I think it might be a case of they really don't want to give that pick up. Now another thing we could do is look for someone else who may want these guys. They want both of them, but that's not going to be a good first. These guys want Medvedov, not Cholowski. But in that Central, remember the Central, they could actually be in a playoff spot because that Central was awful. So I'm kind of worried about the Central. The Penguins want both of them. Actually listed as a conservative buyer. That pick has a lot more value on it, though. But it does look like it's within range. Maybe not too much more value on it. I doubt I get a 2nd for this year. I would love one. I doubt I get a 2nd from next year. Those values are just too much, I think. I'd still like to get another 2nd if I could. It would help value-wise. Okay, not sufficient. I want something else. Not in this deal. Woefully insufficient. Too far off. We're getting closer. I wonder if just for the pick. I would still kind of do it just for the pick. Yeah. I still feel like I need something extra here just to entice me. Just see how much closer I can get. Too far off. Not sufficient at all. Even for the pick itself, I don't think so. Yeah. Unfortunately, even as a conservative buyer, we have to overextend for this pick. Because, I mean, it is going to be in a lottery position. It's not going to be a great lottery position, but it would be in position to get the guy we want, which would make that pick worth its while in value. The problem is, I could retain on Cholowski. It'll only apply to this contract. It won't apply to the next one. But again, it's not going to do that much for us. So you'd still need more. We can throw in some of those bottom 6 guys, but we almost need throwaway value, which we simply don't really have right now. Not to that point yet. Low 6, 66 at 19 as a sniper. I mean, I could throw in Lindman. I want to hold on to Kronwall. Actually, as an OFD, I could probably give him up. He hasn't grown much, and we do have the other OFD. So you know what? Kronwall is kind of expendable. We do have the high elite, or sorry, the high 4 OFD. This guy is kind of expendable. So let's throw in Christian Kronwall into this deal, who may not even pan out. If I do that, though, I'm definitely trying to get something else back. Again, even if we're not as close as I think we are. I definitely don't want to get ripped off. Trying to inch my way closer here. Alright, well, maybe I could have gotten to 4, but either way, we made that trade work. So kind of a lot to give up, but that might be how it be. Might be how it is this year. Draft picks maybe just a bit harder to come by, which I'm cool with. Definitely okay with. We could just throw in the Susie here, and hopefully not worry about it. We have Johnson who can go in. So obviously our defensive core takes a hit right there. And I didn't even check DPH's value, but that's a trade right there I'm happy with making. I doubt they worked their way back into a playoff spot. The Metro didn't look super weak when I checked. Not at all. They're far down. They're not even close. Yeah, they're so far away from a wild card. Yeah, there's no way Penguin. They actually have less points than us too, huh? Yeah, way less points than us, actually. That was a fucking good trade, actually. That could actually win the lottery. You never know. You never know. All right, so I think that might be all we do here at the deadline. We can obviously make more trades at the draft. But yeah, I'd signed Cholowski just because it was a good contract, honestly. So, but now we traded him. So, whatever. We got a pretty good deal. Like I said, that pick is guaranteed to at least get us that goalie or the other elite, pretty much. Well, it's going to get us one of the two, guaranteed. So guaranteed, we're going to get a better player back. We still gave up a bit of value, but if you think of it from a standpoint of Cholowski, not going to really fit us. He's a fringe top 4 guy. Not going to be good for us. That goaltender is probably the biggest piece of that deal. He's probably be a legit number 1. The top 4 guy, that's hit or miss. I don't think he makes it. 19 still in his lower 50s. I doubt he makes it. He still could, but in another way that maybe Cholowski, like that kind of player. So 2 guys that we're not going to have in our long-term plans. A goaltender that can be easily replaced in our long-term plans to hedge our bets and pretty much guarantee ourselves the guys that we want. So, yeah, and then all the other flexibility we can put into moving up into the top 5, and we also have better odds now to move up into the top 5 with another lottery pick. So, all in all, justifiable trade. I wouldn't say a steal by any means, but definitely a justifiable trade, especially with the pieces we already have in place. So, I think that's going to be our trade deadline. I don't believe I'm going to... I mean, I would love... You know what? I'm going to trade some of those garbage guys. I want some more... other picks. This is going to be our 3rd draft. This is our last chance to have 12 picks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, we got 9 picks total. So let's get rid of a couple of these guys if we can. I would have maybe held on to Sioden, but nah, he's no. 69-21, bottom 6. Yeah, he's a 2-way, but I don't think anyone's going to want any of these guys. So we just got to find a place for them to go. I'd love to get some 4s. I highly doubt I even get a 4 for these 2. Much less 2 of them. Nope. Alright, what else here? 5, a 6. How about a 5? Nope. A 6, 7? Anything? No, quite far off still. How about just a 6? Good gracious, sweet proposal. What the hell? If a 7 in there, that's just one of those things where there's not enough value separating the other ones. All right, well, these two should go for a 6 then as well. Or I can maybe go for a couple 7s, but why do that? Do I have anything else? I do have that low 6 guy, huh? Yeah. All right, you know what? Let's save these two for something else. Could at least get a 4 for this guy, maybe even a 3. Before I do that, though, let me go back and check out what's going on here in this draft class to see what's around there. See if I want to target anything for a possible steal in the 3rd or 4th round. Nothing close to a guarantee. A bunch of maybes, but nothing really close to a guarantee for the lows. Same kind of thing. It's probably better to go for, well, if I can get maybe I can get a 3 and a 4. If I play my cards right. If I can get a 3 and a 4, that'd be 100% worth it. Hope I don't go over picks if I do that, though. No, we can get 3 more. So yeah, I can grab a 3 and a 4, and maybe a 7 if I can, just for some extra wild card picks. We'll see. But let's throw in Lidman. Oh, these guys want him. The Ducks want him. I don't think they had their 3rd, did they? No, they have Columbus's. So that should go through. But they don't have a 4 for this year. You got nothing, Anaheim. I don't want to deal with you. Who else wants Lidman? Vegas. Anyone else with a slightly better... Yeah, there you go. Montreal's a good one. So, they don't want to give it the 3rd. Shoot. That's going to be too expensive for a 3rd. Damn. I guess it'll have to be Vegas. 3 and a 4? With the blocks matching, it might work. Nah. Okay. Unless I threw in the other guys. I still want to get a 7, though, so I'm only going to throw in one of them. Try for the low. Because that might be enough to push it across. Probably not, but it might be. It is! Beautiful! And this other guy should 100% net us a 7. At least. I'm going to go for like a 5 or a 6, but it's probably going to be a 7. Alright, who wants him? Anyone? Probably not. I don't think anyone wanted this guy. Nope. Okay. So it doesn't really matter much the location of this one. Try to get a 6 and a 7. There's no way that works, though. Got a 6. So, can't hate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We got 12 picks total. 3 6s. 2 4s, 2 3s, a 5. A 2nd and 2 firsts, and we can still move up. We'll have to trade a pick if we do decide to move up, so we can only draft with 12. But, not too bad. We filled out. We got rid of some excess pieces. Got a couple firsts. Me likey. And we could trade, probably that 2nd's going to be the thing we trade. We're going to need the value, and there wasn't anything great in that 2nd round by the looks of it. At least that we have our eyes on. So there you go. There's your trade deadline activity. And let's finish this year off. Theoretically, we should be worse, too. We'll see. We'll see if it actually makes us worse after getting rid of one of our best defensemen. Which is not saying a whole lot, but hey, he was. Well, free replacement. And Ben Hutton. Oh, God. He has an X factor, too, apparently. Well, we did need another depth guy. Just in case we have an injury, so fuck it. Give me Hutton. Why not? Winning a couple games. Won a few games in a row there. Ross Colton. 27. No. We did kind of need forwards, but... Nah. Don't care enough. Alright, let's do some scouting real quick. Alright, moving on here. And dropping some more games as Dallas fires their coach. Morgan Geekie is injured. And should have a depth guy throw in, right? Oh, Hutton. There you go. You knew there was a good reason you picked him up. Didn't even in the NHL, but we needed him to play center for the AHL, apparently. Goligoski on waivers. He would have been decent. Kind of surprised he's getting sent down there. Huh. You can pick him up to pick him up. He's 38, man. Curtis Lazar on waivers. Again, another freaking... Nah. Alright, Morgan Geeky is back. So throw him back in there. How are the boys doing, by the way? Ooh, whoa. 19 points in 76 games played. Are you serious? That's it? Big yikes. Oh, boy. Oh, that sucks. Jesper Ekholm, mild concussion. But Denisov's grown. Ekholm's back. Looks like we won more games. Our record seemingly got tighter. 76-point season. And come on, give me the there we go. Alright, so regular season has ended. The playoff matchups are set. Brad Lambert had a 66-point rookie season. Good job. We were 38, 36, and 16. Too many OT losses. Didn't score a lot and allowed goals. Yeah, it makes sense. I wish we scored more. Power play still was bad. Penalty kill at least got okay. I'm not even checking how we stacked up to the rest of the league. I don't care. We were bad. 66 points for Lambert, 60 for Schwartz, Everly 52, Gord and Donsko with 50. Kovacs had 46 and 20 goals. He's kind of a hybrid production guy. Not too bad. Yeah, shoots quite a bit. Shoots quite a bit. I don't mind it. He was playing third line. Yeah, he had power play time, but that's not bad for a guy playing third line. He's up to an 83. He didn't grow a ton, but again, he's only 18. I'm not freaking out yet. He's also got that third eye trait. So he should be a very, very good passer. We'll see how he develops, but not a bad rookie year out of him. I mean, could have been better, sure, but we also could have had a better supporting cast for him and whatever. What happened, happened, and couldn't have happened any other way. How do you know we are still alive? Hey, DiPietro hit 900. So he got a 90 save percentage. Let's go. Decor, not a great backup, but that was kind of the point. Just kind of throw things at the wall here. Both Lambert and him have that third eye passing trait. Do they have the same other abilities? Quick draw. Really? Quick draw with only 75 faceoffs? So I guess that boosts up his faceoff ability. I take it. I hope so. So he's only got 75. All right, let's see. Let's see. If you only have 75, normally you'd maybe have like around 50. Oh god, that's terrible. Yeah, I don't know how that's gonna work. That's a really bad faceoff percentage. How about Kovacs? What did he get faceoff wise? He doesn't have that trait though, I don't think. No. Doesn't have that trait with 80 faceoffs. Yeah, I don't know. What's that trait gonna do? Is that only for like in-game? That almost seems like only an in-game trait. Didn't do a whole lot for Lambert. Who knows though? Whoops. Oh no, that's all I really want to look at. No, it doesn't, because I got the freaking NHL. Why do I always think I have to like go to a separate window for that? I don't know. My brain is weird. Alright, entire league. Ovechkin led the way in points. Crazy. It's been back and forth years. Sometimes people scoring a bunch in the hundreds. Sometimes only one guy hits 100. This time it's Ovi, 38, 62 goals. Should 100% beat Gretzky's record. Actually, might already be there. Yeah, he's tied it. Do not retire. Do not retire, or he's two above it. I can never remember. It's 894 or 896. It's one of the two. He's either tied it or he's two above it. Either way, don't retire, Ovi. We need you. We need you. Yeah, he's 96. Don't you dare retire. He's down to elite potential, but still. Draisaitl had 99 points. McKinnon, McDavid, Scheifele, Pasternak, Matthews. Matthews had 34 goals. Get good. Yeah, no one's even close, man. It was legit McDavid, then Draisaitl in the goal department. Assist leader. Backstrom was 62. Who's the most clutch? Technically, maybe Heischer, maybe Richie. Power play goal leader, yeah, OV with 22. That makes sense. McDavid had 20. And 41 points in the power play. That's almost half of his production on the power play. Probably because the Oilers still don't have a great supporting cast, and it's McDavid, Draisaitl dragging him across the finish line once again. 4 points for David Kampf shorthanded, or 4 goals shorthanded. Point totals 6 for Kadri and Pinto, and also Dano, who's in Ottawa now. You love to see it. Unless you're the Habs, then you hate to see it. Kopitar, O'Reilly, the 2 front runners for the Selke right now. And it might be a 2-horse race. You can count Couturier in there. And Bergeron in there definitely too, yeah. So I'm counting for Barkov, Draisaitl even. Making it kind of close. Wow, Matthews. Probably doesn't have enough of the other stats, but he's up there with that face-off percentage. Might have some decent plus-minus too. All right, defensively, let's go. EK65, who probably won't win the Norris because Hamilton only has 5 less points and a lot better plus-minus. So Dougie Fresh most likely winning it. I'm kind of actually surprised that Erik Karlsson doesn't have some kind of weird deking X factor or something. But even EA is like, yo, your production has been shit. Get good. Well, here, he just got good. 72 points. Oh. All right. How about the goalies? Nedeljkovic. Or Nedeljkovic. I never know how to pronounce it. But pretty damn good. Him and Vasilevsky, that's a guaranteed 2-way tie. That's like, it doesn't get any closer than this. It really doesn't get any closer than this. Vasilevsky had a better record, but better team, clearly. Yeah, this is essentially a 2-way tie between Ned and Vasi. Everyone else just kind of there. All right. Let's check out the rookies. Let's go. No, fuck you. No. It's Shane Wright. It deserves to be him. 20 goal scorer, plus 15. Not as many assists, but oh man, it's just they switch. Actually, dude, they only switched goals and assists, man. It's probably going to be Shane Wright, though. Damn it. Lambert just needed a couple more points. He's got more game winners, more power play points, better ice time. Same amount of hits. Wow, Lambert, look at his takeaways, man. Good defensive player. Good defensive player. First and second overall, duking out. I'm actually not. I mean, I think the game loves plus minus enough to give it to Wright here. And he's also got the power play points, but the ice time. I wonder how much the points are based on ice time. If they do like point percentage based on ice time and stuff. We'll have to see. Any rookie goalies have a good year? Only 3 of them. Luukkonen, 25. Very, very strong year, but especially playing 71 games, man. Poor guy. Look, actually, those are really, really good numbers. If he wasn't freaking 25, man, I'd say he'd maybe even get the honorable win. But 66 points. There's a lot of points. All right. Let's check the fun stats now. No one hit 200 hits. Soft league. Fights. Extra soft league. Tyler Bertuzzi not to get a stick. That was a sloppy one right there. Tyler Bertuzzi not to get a jab. That's what I should have gone with. Is on the Sharks. How terrible. He's going to destroy the locker room now. Thanks. Didn't have enough of that. All right. Not a whole lot of people fighting. And that pretty much kind of sums it up right there. The simulation, man, it goes so fast that I'm looking at my timer. I'm like, oh, shit. Doesn't have long, but it's going to be way too long, I think, if we throw the draft in here as well. So we're going to have to wait patiently for the draft when that comes around. But get excited because we got some good stuff coming. Got some good stuff on the way here. I'm hoping I got some more info. Boom. And boom. Holy crap. Now there is someone in the second round we could target. All right, well, another goalie we could just pick up for lulz. So there you go. There's a possible Medvedov replacement. I mean, we're going to get so much value. But I'm excited about Blomdahl. Now there is someone in the second round who I could target. Now it's like, oh, do you give up that pick? However, the thing is, how many freaking defensive prospects do we have? A lot. You could still theoretically give it up. The problem is you can't. I was like, oh man, too bad you can't use this guy to trade up for someone. What you could do is let the person get picked, use his value to trade for the person. I don't know if people would consider that cheesy or not. I've sort of done that in the past. It might be considered cheesy, especially because you don't know anything about the guy. It's just like a pure value trade where the value probably shouldn't exist because he's a second-round pick. Yay! Finally, oh, it's that guy. Damn it. It's the guy who we knew for a fact was going to be low elite. 2-year ETA, DFD, shoot, pinch, and all these other guys. Look at how many possibles we have. Not figuring them all out, though. We got some guys pinned and looked at, a later guy. But still, none of those... None of the guys in the 3rd and 4 that I'm hoping that we figure out. And it's not looking like... Looks like some of them are disappearing, actually. Hold on, let me check some of those top 6s and 4s. Well, they're just dropping down to this sort of stuff, and we're not getting a ton more info on them. That's a bit annoying. Oh, wow, never mind. I did, yeah, some of these guys. All right, so looking a bit difficult for the medium elite department. Maybe I'll trade 3s and 4s to try to move up, because it's not looking great. Either way, we'll figure it out. We definitely want to get Lawrence. Lawrence has to be the guy we grab. McIntosh should be easy enough to get. We'll get a couple goal scorers. One a power forward, one a sniper, who's actually the bigger of the two. This guy we can maybe snag. He's 19 3-year ETA, maybe 3-year ETA. Might be 2, might be 4, but we'll have to kind of see what happens there. But definitely a lot of good stuff to target. Kaigorodov's a very, very... He might even be NHL ready with the way he's built. It's kind of weird. No clue what to make of him. He's also X-Factor Sponge, possibly make redirect saves. Much more likely to attempt to cover the puck. Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, a lot of cool stuff to grab. A lot of good options. And we'll see what happens when we get to the draft. But thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button. I'll see you in the next one.